following procedure is used for cutting graduated haircut structures on a vertical line. In this haircut, we will be directing the hair back to the tendon muscle in the back section of the head form, and at the side sections we will be directing the hair back to the ear. Our head position for this haircut will be upright. The distribution of the hair, that is, the combing pattern used to distribute the hair, will be perpendicular to the parting. The projection, or the angle that the hair is held in relation to the head form, will be medium, 45 degrees projected from the head. Our guideline for this haircut will be both stationary and mobile. Stationary will be at the tendon area. Our cutting line will be vertical, and our hand action will be back of hand to head. For this haircut, we will be using both primary and secondary partings. Our first primary parting will be centre forehead to centre nape. If we put our comb on the top of the head in a balanced manner, this allows us to determine the apex of the head, or the highest point of the head. Our second primary parting from ear to ear should pass through this point. Our secondary parting will be horizontal, however we will be working with vertical subsections and cutting on a vertical line. As you can see, when we have released our first section, it is not too deep. The reason for this is that we need to maintain control and tension over our hair. If you take a section that is greater than can fit between your second knuckle, you may lose tension through the hair slipping through your fingers. We will begin this haircut in the centre nape section of the head form. Using the fine end of the comb the hair evenly from roots to ends, projecting the hair at 45 degrees from the head form, as opposed to 90 degrees. Combing the hair cleanly, projecting from the head 45 degrees, remove your length. Using a small amount of your previously cut section, take another centimetre section in diameter and comb the hair thoroughly. Ensure that you can see your guide clearly prior to removing the hair. We are using a back of the hand to head cutting technique. Again, taking another section, once again using some of your previously cut section to act as a guide, maintain a 45 degree projection angle. The tendon area can be determined by lifting your hands to the back of your neck and feel for that muscle either side of your neck. Sometimes it is a good idea to actually mark the tendon on your head block. This will allow you to clearly see where you will need to drag the hair back to. Check with your supervisor prior to doing this. So where we have been working with a mobile guide, we now start working with a stationary guide, dragging the hair back to our stationary area at the tendon muscle. Ensure that your body position is directly behind the section of hair you are cutting. This will allow for greater control over your hair. Now that we have completed one side of the back, we will continue on with the other side, cutting in exactly the same manner, holding the hair at 45 degrees from the head, sighting our guide before we remove our length. Only work across the head form in 1 centimetre sections. This allows you to clearly see your guideline prior to removing your length. Ensure that your hair is clean and evenly damp. This will avoid uneven shrinkage that may result in an uneven haircut. Comb your hair perpendicular to your base parting using the fine teeth of your comb, holding your fingers at 45 degrees, removing your length, and being careful not to cut past your second knuckle. Take another 1 centimetre section as you work across the head form, comb the hair evenly from roots to ends. Sometimes it is easier to manipulate your comb in different ways. As you can see, I turn my comb to the fine end facing down. This provides me with greater control over the hair in this area of the head. As you can see, we are now reaching the tendon area of the head form. We will again stop using a mobile guide and come back to using a stationary guide at the tendon. It is important not to drag too far back and only drag exactly to your tendon area. Taking another centimetre section, we will work across the head form, dragging the hair back. In this area of the hair, we do not have as much hair to drag back to the tendon as we will when we work upwards to the wider parts of the head form. Check that your lengths are even by dragging them into the centre area. Once you have established that they are, you can move on to your next section.